Well, hello there, Texoma. It is now time for the Buzz Around Texoma, and I am your brand new and improved host of this video podcast. I'm Zach Grantham, the Connections Pastor at Joshua's Crossing and also afternoon show host at KLBC 106.3. Of course, this is a product of Mid-Continental Broadcasting. You got KLBC 106.3, B99.7 The Buzz, and KSEO. And we are so excited to have our special guest here with me today. And of course, before we get to him, we need to talk about food and the lake, okay? The Point Restaurant at Grandpappy Point Resort and Marina on Lake Texoma. Of course, they are our sponsor of this podcast, The Buzz Around Texoma. And so my first guest as host of Buzz Around Texoma, we have Denison Police Chief Mike Gudgel here. Hello, sir. How are you?
Zach, how are you?
I am great, and you are my perfect first guest.
I love to hear that.
Of the podcast. They were saying, hey, who do you want to have as your first guest? And I was like, I'm going to call him right now and make sure he is here. But, of course, Chief Gudgel has been in the Texoma area for several years, but specifically at the Denison Police Department for 6 years now. And so what department did you come from?
Well, I did around 27 and a half years in the Metroplex in Grand Prairie.
Okay.
And then was fortunate enough to seek a job opening here and was blessed to get that job, and we just love it.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, you're from the Texoma area, though, right?
All my family is from this area.
Okay.
Actually, Durant, a little bit farther north from here, but we have a small farm,
Awesome.
and I've been coming here my entire life.
That's awesome. And a funny story about Chief Gudgel and myself. So Mike serves on the board with me at the Texoma Back the Badge Foundation. And so before he was police chief, I think he knew he was about to be police chief, but before it was announced, he came to one of our board meetings, and he was serious police chief. And I was
Very
like,
serious.
yeah, like what's I mean, this guy's a little stuffy. And then a few weeks later, I saw him at the Denison 4th of July event, and he came up, and this guy is my kind of guy, my kind of personality, and we have a good time, of course, serving the folks here in Texoma for sure. But so let's talk about your law enforcement career. So you were at Grand Prairie for, like you said, for like 100 years or whatever you said. It was a long time.
Correct.
And so what made you think that you were ready to go? You wanted to be a police chief?
Well, I'd kind of worked myself up the ranks in Grand Prairie and really had done a lot of the things throughout the department, from a patrol officer all the way up to a deputy chief's position. We'd always talked about retiring here. My family, again, is in the area, and we have that small farm, but we love Lake Texoma as well. And the opening came available, and me and my wife prayed about it.
Yeah.
And ultimately, I said, let's take a leap of faith and put in for the job. And there was, I think, 65 or so applicants,
Wow.
and they whittled that down.
By the way, they never called me for an interview.
Well,
I put in for it, but they never called me.
I heard you put in. But they ultimately called me, and I did some interviews and was blessed. It's a God thing, is what me and the wife talk about, and just so thankful to be here. I've met so many great people, even you.
Oh, I paid him $20 to say that.
Yeah, but we're super involved in the community. Glad to be part of Back the Badge, and thank you for that invite when I came on board. But it's been extraordinary, and the money that we've raised for law enforcement and their families, it's a big deal. So thank you for that. But yeah, we love this place. Wouldn't have it any different way than it's played out so far.
Yeah, so talk a little bit, because your first time being a police chief, and so was that transition easy for you when you're going back to basically the area you're from and your family's from, to be able to start that kind of leadership in the Denison area?
I'm going to tell you what made it easy. It's the people. It's the people that work with me. It's the city itself, and the employees that we have, the directors. It's our citizens who give us a large amount of support. We couldn't do what we do without them. But it's really about the people, and the transition wasn't that tough. Once people get to know you, they start to trust you and understand you. it really just flows really well. And again, we are in a great situation in Denison to have such great people.
That's awesome. And you're talking about people. We just had the retirement ceremony
We did.
for Assistant Chief Joe Clapp, who serves on the Texoma Back the Badge Foundation with us. And so you're at City Hall, and you're doing the retirement ceremony, and you talked about how much Joe really, really helped you get acclimated to the city.
He did. When I first hired on, Chief Clapp, Assistant Chief Clapp, and Assistant Chief Morey were there, and they've been staples in this community forever. Joe is from Denison.
Yeah.
And what a great thing to be able to serve your hometown.
Mm-hmm.
So I really leaned on those two guys a lot, Joe especially, because of his connections throughout the city, and I can't tell you what a big help he was, bringing me along, so to speak, and helping me get comfortable.
So I want to say he started in 1988.
He did.
I think with the Denison Police Department. I was born in 1987, so I like to rub that in with him, every so often.
Well, I graduated high school in '87.
Oh, did you really? Okay, all right. It seems a little bit of an age gap, but yeah, it's the Buzz Around Texoma, of course, courtesy of our friends at the Point Restaurant out there at Grandpappy, Lake Texoma. So let's talk about the department itself. So you've been at Denison Police Department 6 years now. What have you most proud of over these last 6 years of kind of getting the department headed in the right direction?
Well, I really think it's our culture, the way our officers respond to our community, the way our community responds to our officers. We are out there community policing, and that's directly involving being part of the community.
Yeah.
And getting out there with those folks and letting them understand who we are, and letting them see what we do and what our purpose is. Serving and protecting, that's a little bit cliche, but that's really what we're there to do. But it's about, again, building trust, building relationships, and letting people know that we're there to help them and serve them. So we've had some great accomplishments. Our crime rate over the last 4 years has steadily went down.
Awesome.
And so that's huge, and it's largely in part because of the working together with the community.
Yeah, and I know that you were very instrumental of making sure to get the pay rates up for your officers as well. I know you're pretty proud of that.
Yeah, they deserve it. A lot of people don't understand what it takes to be a police officer, in today's times especially. But super proud of our city council, who was very supportive, and we're able to get them a bump a couple years back to get us up to market.
Awesome. Well, before I let you go, let's talk about working for the Denison Police Department. I imagine that you have a lot of folks that check in on that, and you want to make sure you get some experienced officers, but also some first-year officers too. So, kind of talk about how folks can get involved in that.
Well, we recently had a test, but we'll be having another test coming up in a short few months. Would encourage people to reach out to our department to come do a ride out to see what it's like. We offer those daily, and just kind of research our website, which is DenisonPDTX.com, and that will kind of give you some direction. But yeah, we're looking for somebody with character. We always talk about character counts, and that's what we're looking for. And we've got a great group so far, and we continue to hire great people.
That's awesome. By the way, can I do a ride out with you?
Yes.
It's like, okay.
It might be a little boring.
Well, maybe put something exciting or whatever.
We'll figure something out.
Your SWAT team or whatever.
Yeah, we'll do something.
All right, that is Denison Police Chief Mike Gudgel with the Denison Police Department. And coming up, we have Candy with the city of Van Alstyne. But before we talk to her, let's hear more about our sponsor, the Point Restaurant at Lake Texoma. Welcome back to the Buzz Around Texoma, courtesy of the Point Restaurant. And of course, it is a product of Mid-Continental Broadcasting, KLBC 106.3, B99.7 The Buzz, and also KSEO. And I have another special guest that I know very, very well, just like Chief Mike Gudgel with the Denison Police Department. I know this lady as well. Used to work with her for many years at radio stations past. We have Candy Hessel. Candy, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good.
Welcome back to the radio.
Well, thank you.
So
thank
excited.
you for your encouragement and all that. And yeah, we're all like grown up now. Like you work for the city of Van Alstyne, and I'm with the radio station and in church ministry and all of that. So it's exciting to hang out with you again and get to interview you about a lot of exciting Van Alstyne stuff. So let's talk about that. So you have the Sounds of Summer concert series.
We do.
That y'all been doing over the past couple of months at the Central Social District. So I know you got one that we specifically want to hone in on September 6th, but tell us a little bit about how this came about with the concert series, and then also who you had this year.
So the concert series was established when I left and decided to work for the city of Van Alstyne in 2021. 2022, the summer, was our very first concert series. We've continued that year over year. So it's a summer concert series, obviously Sounds of Summer. We do 4 concerts, June, July, August, and September, annually, a variety of different genres of music. This year we've kicked it off. September will actually be our very last concert in the 2025 series. So we're really excited. We have Mark Chestnut, who's going to be there and gracing us with his presence. Bubba Shot the Jukebox.
Yeah.
Too Cold at Home.
Oh.
I mean, we could probably sing for old time's sake.
Well, it sure feels good to come in here and just pull up a seat.
We listen to the same stuff.
It's too hot to fish, too hot for golf, and too cold at home. Hey, he'll do it a lot better, though.
Yeah,
he'll do
way
it a lot
better than me.
Yeah,
I'm not a singer by any means.
What other song you want me to sing?
I don't know. My birthday just passed.
I'm going through the big D and don't mean
you
do
can't say
rant.
that. Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought you were going to talk about the big D that Mark Chestnut talked about.
No, not at all. Not
you
at all.
have a great wife.
So I was, yeah, she is awesome. She's awesome. So speaking of Mark Chestnut, in the song Too Cold at Home, I got to interview him, and I said, hey, the next time that you come to Texoma, you can't say Dodgers, you have to say the Rangers. And he was like, really? I was going to say the Astros. And I'm like, no, we're not doing that.
So maybe I should remind him of that.
Yeah, you need to remind him
and send you that video of him saying that.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's talk about the concert September 6th. So the cool thing about this is, and I know you've done this over the past couple of years, and you've had thousands of people that come out to this, and it's a free concert. They just get to come out, and you just go to the Central Social District and hang out and have a good time.
So we've been very fortunate. We have a great venue. You've been out there and seen the Central Social District. So it's in the heart of Van Alstyne in the historic downtown district. It's huge.
Yeah.
It's free. You bring your own chairs, lawn chairs. If you don't want to sit in a chair, you want to cop a squat with a blanket.
Yeah.
Do whatever. We have food trucks out there. Vendors and sponsors. It's great. And there's a splash pad. So if you remember when you're a kid, your neighbors kind of come together and cook out, and everyone's just kind of hanging out. Well, this is kind of that feel that Van Alstyne gives you. Everyone kind of sits around the splash pad and on their blankets and chairs, and everyone's enjoying the music. The kids are running around playing on the playground or the splash pad and just having a great time.
Yeah, and I imagine you're going to have a packed house, too, because, Mark Chestnut, I was looking it up earlier just to remind myself, because I've been out of the country music game for a little bit. 8 number 1 songs.
Yes.
8 number 1 songs, and he has so many more top 10 hits. And one song that I actually thought went to number 1, only went to number 2, was Going Through the Big D.
So one of his first hits was actually a remake or a cover of Aerosmith's.
Yeah.
Did you? I don't want to miss a thing.
Yeah, I don't know all the words to that one, or I'm not going to sing that one.
Yeah.
But he did.
That actually went number 1 for him, which was really good.
Yeah, back in 1999, and then you had him. He did Keith Whitley's song "Brother Jukebox,"
that's right,
which is a great tune. And so he puts on a great show, and he's kind of like the Texoma folks. He's just down to earth, just playing country music, just hanging out with folks. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So September 6th. Central Social District in Van Alstyne. So if I'm wanting to come out there and I want to bring the family, Candy, what do I need to bring out there?
Your friends, your family.
Uncle Edna?
Yeah.
Okay,
Uncle
she's
Edna.
able to go? Okay.
Anybody you want. Your pets. If you have a pet that you'd like to bring, we just require that you put them on a leash. Coolers. You can even bring your own coolers. The only requirement is they cannot be in glass containers. You can bring your own food. We have food trucks available, but you don't have to use them. You can bring your own snacks. Really, truly, when we say free, it's free. We do provide amenities for people, but you don't have to utilize those.
Awesome. Mark Chestnut, September 6th in Van Alstyne at the Central Social District. Parking, is there anything that we need to do with parking or whatnot? Just kind of parking around the facility in downtown Van Alstyne?
I will recommend there is parking along Main Street, South Main and North Main in the downtown district of Van Alstyne. Our current downtown is under construction for renovation. If you follow our Parks and Recreation Facebook page, we do post those updates, as well as the City of Van Alstyne Facebook page. We post updates, but right now, for September, we shouldn't have any issues. There's parking around the perimeter of the park. The police department and fire department's directly across the street. There's parking in that parking lot. And if for some reason you struggle and you see someone wearing a bright pink shirt, because that will be me, let us know, and we'll make sure that you get into the park to watch the show.
We're going to have Candy personally valet your vehicle for you
at
this free concert.
I've done it.
That is so fun. That is so fun. All right, so I know Quiet Riot was a great concert on Saturday night. You got Mark Chestnut on September 6th. I'm going to put you on the spot here. Do you have anything else for the rest of the year with the City of Van Alstyne that you want to get out there to the folks in Texoma?
And I'm glad you asked, because we were just now able to release this. So,
sweet.
Our
This is an exclusive?
This is kind of
exclusive right here on the Buzz Around Texoma. My first time hosting.
Only for you.
Thank you, Candy. Thank you.
But we have our traditional folderol that we've done in the past, which is a huge event. You've been out there with us before. This year we had to kind of change the location. We're moving it to the Central Social District because the downtown is under current construction. So we have a party band that's going to start the day off with us on October 11th, Time Machine, and then we have Josh Ward.
Josh Ward. Awesome.
For the night. So that'll be our last music event of the year.
Awesome. Well, that's great. Yeah, Folderol is always a lot of fun. And hopefully there'll be actually fall weather for Folderol.
Let's hope.
Yeah.
I mean, we've only been lucky since I've been here 4 years. Only one out of the 4 has it been fall weather.
Yeah,
so.
And you know the fall weather I'm talking about here in Texoma.
Cool.
That cold front that comes through, you got the 20, 30 mile per hour winds, the cold air's coming in. Yeah, that's perfect weather for Folderol. But all right, so hopefully you'll be out there with Candy. She's the one with the pink shirt. On September 6th at the Central Social District. And what time y'all getting things kicked off out there for Mark Chestnut?
So Greg Guyman, I believe, is going to be kicking us off at 7:30.
Oh, Gregory.
And then I believe 8 o'clock will be Mark Chestnut taking the stage.
Awesome. It's going to be a fun time. Make sure you bring the family and friends out there for Sounds of Summer. City of Van Alstyne. Mark Chestnut is going to be singing all of his hits a lot better than Candy and I just did a minute ago. But make sure that you go out there and hang out for a free concert. And Candy, thank you for joining us
Thank
today.
you, Zach.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for the Buzz Around Texoma for this week. But of course, we're going to have more video podcasts coming your way next week. And remember, they are released at noon on Tuesday. So we have them up at KLBC TV, and of course we'll be posting them up on our Facebook pages as well. Just look for KLBC 106.3, B99.7 The Buzz, and KSEO. And of course, this is a product of Mid-Continental Broadcasting, and we do want to thank the Point Restaurant at Lake Texoma for their yummy food and their yummy chips and salsa. But we'll see you next time on the Buzz Around Texoma.